Well, Darren, ultimately a frustrating evening for you and your side.
Yeah, a disappointing night, a disappointing result. After such a good start to the game. Look, you have to take your medicine. You hope tonight you get back to winning ways. A couple of bad results, and unfortunately, that's not the case. Decision making at times wasn't great tonight. We didn't get the breaks, but ultimately we've paid the price for losing 3 really, really sloppy goals, Ben.
And were they the key moments for you, the defending, or was it always made difficult once the red card had been produced?
Take that to one side. Obviously, that makes it more difficult. For 50 minutes, you're playing with 10 men. That's a clear thing to say. But take that to one side. The first 20 minutes, we've absolutely annihilated them. They couldn't live with us. They didn't know, in terms of our system, our pressing. We could have been 3-0 up. I think we could have been 1-0 up after about 50 seconds. Got thoroughly in top. They hadn't laid a glove on us. And then to lose a goal so softly with their first real bit into the box. But then we did react well to that, I have to say. And again, we were well on top, I felt. And of course, once you've been booked, I thought it was a soft booking, one tackle and he's been booked. You have to be careful. At the time, live, I thought the boy had caught Ethan first. Looking back at it, it's a second yellow. It's a deserved red card. So that made it difficult. We spoke at half-time about, okay, we have to go at a 4-4-1, make sure we have no gaps, don't let them play in between us. Second goal, boy plays in between us. Third goal, defender dribbling in the box. These things are avoidable whether you've got 10 men or 11 men. So those were the big disappointments for me, because I felt it was a game that we could win. And certainly after the first 15, 20 minutes, I thought we would win.
Yeah, you've changed your formation ahead of the game. Darren played or started to play with 3 at the back. Talk us through your thinking with that, because it really did work for you in that first half.
Yeah, it did. It did. I changed formations depending on sometimes just us, focus on us. Tonight was all about us. I wasn't yesterday in training. We didn't focus too much on Hull. We focused purely on our system and how we were going to hurt them with the ball. And the players executed the plan excellently. They really did. We obviously touched on 1 or 2 things when they had it, and transitions they work a lot on, but they never caused us a problem, and we were far the most dominant team in the opening period. And the only regret then was we didn't make it more than 1. I felt, look, we can get a second here, but you can't concede goals like we are, Ben. I know people are going on about how many goals we score and the attacking flair we've got, but the recipe for our success is going to be clean sheets, because we will score goals, and the 5 goals we conceded in the last 2 games, 4 of them anyway out of 5, possibly 5, the opposition haven't had to work for them. Nothing to do. So that's a real disappointment. And I've just said exactly the same to the players. So I'm disappointed with the result. I'm disappointed in that. I was delighted with the opening period of the game. But it's a bad result. But nothing, it's not a disaster. It's a bad result. You have to take on the chin. And look, 13 games to go. We have got the league title in our hands. It's in our hands. And let's not forget that. If we do our business, no one can stop us. It's as simple as that. Of course, it's easier said than done. We're 3 points behind Hull. We've got 2 games in hand. So it's still in our hands. And, if someone had said at the start of the season, with 13 games to go, if it's still in your hands, then you would have taken that. And this season is all about, you've got ups and downs, and every single team, especially at the top, have had ups and downs. Hull have just won 4 in the bounce. Before that, they'd won 1 and 6. We'd won 6 in the bounce. Now we've not 1 and 3. So it's all ups and downs. You have to just hope that you get out of it as quickly as possible. And I believe we will, and go back on a winning run.
How crucial was it, that passage just before half-time, Darren, when Joe Ward's hit a free kick and hit the post, and it's fallen to Johnson Clark-Harris, who hasn't just been able to direct it into the net?
Well, it's a big moment, because you go in ahead. It's a different game, because you've got something to hang on to. So, and even if they had scored, you've still got something to hang on to. And what I said to the players was, look, make sure we're in the game in the last third of it, you know, because even if we were 2-1 down, that's why I was so disappointed with the third goal. A team that's got 10 men with only 1 goal advantage when they're away from home with 10, 15 minutes to go, you know, you've seen Dembele had a chance, they get nervous. But once the third goal goes in, it makes it very, very difficult. But yeah, that was a key moment. Jono just couldn't shift his feet quick enough. It came back to him quick, to be fair.
And with no game on Saturday, Darren, how pleased are you that your squad will have a bit of rest, and how do you use the week preparation that you will have?
Well, I'm pleased, actually, Ben, that we've got a bit of a break. And whether the result had been a positive one or not, it's come at the right time. We have to utilise the break properly. We'll give the lads a couple of days off, and then we'll train up to the game against Portsmouth. But yeah, you know, it's probably come just at the right time for us in terms of it can really freshen us up mentally as well as physically. I think that's important. But the lads look good again tonight. Even at the end, you know, we're still running strong. It's just one of those nights where, in a game like that, you know, the manner of the goals we lost was probably the most disappointing thing.
They're not too despondent in the dressing room this evening, Darren?
No, they're disappointed. You know, we're all disappointed. We don't like losing games. But as I just said to them, look, the facts are that if with 13 games to go, it's in our hands. You know, Lincoln drew tonight, Sunderland were winning. You know, it's all very tight, but it's in our hands. And we've only got 13 games to go. So, look, we've got to freshen them up. If we take the performance that we showed in the first half, not just the first 20 minutes, into all the games we've got left, then we've got a right chance. We have to remain very positive. The fans have got to remain very positive. You know, I think it's been one hell of a long time since this club's been in this position with this many games to go. And we hope that we can, you know, get back to winning ways against Portsmouth and then go on a run again. That's all we can do. But certainly tonight was disappointing in one or two more than one or two ways, and just a red card. We can't just blame that. And unfortunately, it is a correct decision.